Fantasy football fan, what's going on? This is Fantasy Football AF. I'm your host, Mitchell Renz. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365. Today, I'm drinking a nice little Bison Beatbox, courtesy of Tavour. And if you guys like craft beer just like me, head over to Tavour.com right now. Sign up using promo code CHATSPORTS. You get a $10 off your very first purchase. Tell Mitch sent you too. Okay, Harris, let's get into my fantasy football rumors. The first rumor I got for you guys coming up on the board, it's a good one, and it's about a running back that has a lot of things going on with him right now, and it's Marlon Mack, Colts running back. Mack attack, right? So he's going to miss several weeks with a hamstring strain, and that kind of sucks for him because he was a guy who I really liked coming out of USF. Last year, though, he also struggled with a bunch of injuries, and what the heck are the Colts running back? What are they going to do now? They're going to go with a running back by committee, but who ultimately is the best for fantasy? That guy is Nyheim Hines. This is the guy that you want to target in fantasy leagues, right? Fastest 40 time at the 2018 NFL Combine, 4.38. That's blazing speed. And all reports out of camp have been solid for Hines. The ADP, round 12. Like, that's the guy that, you really need to end up getting for your leagues because Nyheim Hines is going to be, I think, pretty special. I think he's going to be like a Darren Sproles kind of running back, right? So last year, NC State put up some pretty solid numbers, and he was a fourth-round pick, which sure is not the highest round of a guy, but he's a guy who I think can be just really slippery, and he's going to be able to add a lot of dimensions to a Colts offense that desperately needs it. And that defense isn't going to stop anybody. So Andrew Luck, a lot of dump-offs because, again, that offensive line, not very good. Dump-offs to Nyheim Hines. Don't be surprised if he gets like 150 touches this year. So this show isn't just about me, and I'm going to send this one to you guys now. Comment one of your running back sleepers. So I've given you guys mine in the past. I said Nyheim Hines was one of my guys. If you guys want to go back and look at some old videos, type in Fantasy Football AF Sleepers to find some old videos of some of my running back sleepers. But comment below one of your running back sleepers because I need to hydrate. And now I'm good. Okay, the next fantasy football rumor I got for you guys coming up on the board, and this one's near and dear to my heart and it hurts me a little bit. It's about Derrius Guice, right? Derrius Guice is one of the running backs that I loved coming into the draft. Guy at LSU who was an absolute stud. Well, now he's got a torn ACL, and that is super frustrating because he's a guy who, in 2016, he was better than Leonard Fournette. He averaged 7.6 yards per carry at LSU. This guy, Derrius Guice, is a stud. Second-round pick for a reason, and you can see last year, even in a season where he was kind of banged up, he averaged 5.9 yards per carry at LSU. In the SEC, on an LSU team that hasn't had a quarterback since Mettenberger, Jamarcus Russell, why can't they find a quarterback? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me either, guys. But I think it's really frustrating with a guy like Guice, right? So now what are you going to do? Because I know a lot of people have already drafted, especially for dynasty leagues. I know I have. He was my running back too for rookies. So what do? Don't sell him. Don't sell him cheap right now because you're not going to get any value. If anything, go out and try to buy low. If you're a team who thinks that you can win right now in your fantasy dynasty league, go out and get Guice. Hold him for next year. They're going to use him because I can tell you one thing. Samaje Perine's not the answer. Chris Thompson can't stay healthy. Rob Kelly's just a glorified fullback. Not a guy you want. If you want to go out and get a guy like Derrius Guice, I think it would be highly, highly recommended because he's going to be a really good running back come for multiple years, I think, for the Redskins. Okay, the next fantasy football rumor I got for you guys coming up on the board is another guy who, well, I'm really excited about because it's Kerryon Johnson. And if you don't like Kerryon Johnson, then you can just carry on and you don't even have to watch this segment. I don't really care. But he was super impressive for the Lions in week 1 in that first preseason game. 7 carries for 34 yards. Good, right? It's the 4 catches for 33 yards why I'm crazy. That is something that I'm just absolutely super excited about, right? So, starter. He started behind LeGarrette Blount. So right now, the biggest thing is like, LeGarrette Blount, what are we going to do with him, right? They brought him over for a reason. But I think Kerryon Johnson's a guy who's ultimately going to be able to be a pretty reliable running back, especially out of the backfield. And believe me, Amir Abdullah caught a touchdown, right? Or caught a touchdown. He rushed for a touchdown. 4 carries, 16 yards, and a touchdown. Amir Abdullah, I'm done with the Amir Abdullah hype train. If you want to get on a ticket, you want a ticket for a hype train, it's Kerryon Johnson. Kerryon Johnson is the guy I'm telling you right now on the Lions who's going to be hands down the best running back. And when in terms of ADP, I think he's a slam dunk kind of guy on who you can get, right? So, now that Derrius Guice is gone, here are my top rookie running back rankings. It's Saquon Barkley at number 1, guys, and it's not even close. And then it's Royce Freeman at 2, Sony Michel at 3, Ronald Jones at 4, and then Kerryon Johnson at 5. I've been really debating what I'm going to do with Sony Michel at 3, but those are my top 5 rookie running backs for 2018.